Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Golden Lap. We're on Season 7, new thumbnail, no gaps between Season 6 and Season 7. We're going straight into it again I don't often, usually I leave a day between episodes, but not for episode 1. We're going to go straight into it from Season 6 to Season 7. I just want to say also a quick thank you to just a load of positive comments on the on Season 6, Episode 10. Just big thank you. Honestly, reading all those comments, some of them are just like, they make my day. I reply to most of them, almost all of them. And yeah, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. The channel is growing. It's growing really slowly, if in the grand scheme of YouTube, as I like to say, but it is still growing, and slow progress is still progress. Now, a new feature we're going to be adding to this particular series is a pre-race weekend press conference every episode. So what does that mean? Well, it was Hitch and Baz's idea. It wasn't my idea. In the comments of the last video, Hitch and Baz said something I think would be fun to do. Start of every video or halfway through the season, if you don't want to do it regularly. Now we'll do it every episode. Do a press conference where you guys, the comments, leave questions to ask me as the team owner of Night Racing, as the team manager of Night Racing. Would be a cool little way to engage with you guys in the comments a little bit more, of course, but in the video, where I won't reply to the comment so much. I'll reply in the video. I'll give you like an actual thought processing reply. I think that's a great idea from Hitch and Baz. And then I replied in the comments saying, well, do you have a question for me? What's the first one? And Hitch and Baz asks, you've brought Night Racing far in the 6 years you've been in charge. Do you think you have what it takes to finish in first this season? Oh, that's a tough one. There are quite a few variables in place as to whether or not we can finish first. And there have been so many comments about who we're going to pick up as a driver for this season, who's going to be the crew chief, the manager, blah, 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 all that stuff, engineer, and what kind of car we're going to build and all that stuff. And that will all be decided now. But what do I think? I think we can do it. I think Season 7, we're going to be competing at the front from start to finish. There is a slight caveat on that, which is whether or not how well our car is designed, which we will be going into in just a minute. A couple of comments have said experimental car's the way to go. I'm not quite sold just yet. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm thinking risk versus reward, whether or not we go for the experimental car. And of course, everyone's been commenting about what drivers to pick up. There was actually another comment, which maybe I can find quickly. Don't know if I can. Here it is from Hayden, who says, looking at the available drivers, we've got Bregman, who is the incumbent, who's been with the team for so long, which is really, really good. And, I actually think we are going to keep with him. We've got the champion, Paul Woods, who just won the title. We've got the speed demon, Nielsen, so fast, but he might get poached by Ezzolini as we were trying to get him. The improver, Morstan, who is slowly improving as the years go by, is a really, really solid driver. And then the reckless Henny Holgerson, who I don't think we want, because twice last season, when he was put under pressure by our own drivers, he cracked. And I don't think we want that. Do we want that at Night Racing, or with Night Racing, would we be able to control that? Control the recklessness a little bit. I don't know. I'm afraid if we went for Holgerson, we would actually end up with, a couple of DNFs that we don't want. So here we go. Decision times. Let's go. Oh, here we go. So we're going to keep Bregman. But that's it. We're going to keep Bregman. Everyone else. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. That's it. We're keeping Bregman. And did you see that? Oh, no. Paul Woods and Henny Holgerson are both with Ezzolini, so we're going to be able to pick a driver. There's Morstan. But I think it's got to be Anders Nielsen, doesn't it? Look at that. Quali Master. So he's going to go really, really... Oh, look at that. Double +2 focus. Takes them to 8. Focus on qualifying. Rainmeister. I don't know. I think it's got to be. I mean, Morstan is there as well. Personable. They gain +1 to engineer precision. Just a bit slower and a little bit less focus. I think I've got to go for it. We've got to spend the money. We got to spend the money. Anders Nilsson, in you come. It's got to be. I'm afraid it's got to be. There's no doubt about it. Now, engineer-wise, we have to think about what we're doing with the car and the engineer. So let's take a look at what's available. Only Alberto Neri has been taken. Early career. Look at that. Design master for Ezzolini. We've got Tyler Johnson, who I think we actually had before. Oliver Bennett was who we had last season. We're going to do this slowly. It might be a bit of a longer episode. We're going to do this slowly and really work things out. So, Tyler Johnson, building new parts costs less. Driver report adds 1 to their focus. That could be useful. Johan Muller. This engineer's car packs a punch. Power hungry. 20 per foot. Oh. That could be good. But wasteful. Okay. And we've got power hungry again. Alongside Design Master Ian Fraser. Oh, at the moment, Ian Fraser looking very good. Rui Castro, aerodynamicist. Perfectionist and Design Master. I think it's got to be Ian Fraser, doesn't it? Oh. I think it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be Ian Fraser. But I mean, are there any other gems? Any surprises? Handling parts. So that's specifically handling parts. Cars built by them degrade 10% slower. That's interesting. But wasteful. Handling parts and Design Master. Broker, Driver Report, and Power Hungry. So Power Hungry again. Tuning Master. Tuning Master and Driver Report. That's also good. But, you know, we're looking at these stats as well. You got all of this and this. So up here with Ian Fraser, you're getting 7 and 5. You've got 7 and 6 here, but Muller is wasteful, and I don't really want that. Then you've got 8 and 5 of Tyler Johnson. 6 and 6 of Rui Castro, but specifically looking at the chassis. I think it's got to be... Yeah, it's got to be Ian Fraser. Just for that... I mean, for Design Master alone, all parts gain 20%. Sorry, 20 performance. Not percent, 20 performance. That's a big, big bonus. I think I've got to go for it. Now a new crew chief. The best of the bunch. Jürgen or Jürgen Schutz. Select your crew chief. That's good. Tyler Edwards, that's good. So we got 6 and 7 here. 7 and 5, and then 8 and 4. 6 and 6. We've also got Carlos Alvarez, 6 and 6 as well, with Tuning Master, which could be good. And Steady Hands. S7R1. Don't like that. Rubber strategist. Sloppy. No, we're definitely not going for that. Or last year. Party animals, probably a no as well. Fuel strategist, wet strategist with an high speed, 4 on the pit stops. We got 6 and 6, but practice makes perfect. Or this is tough. I think it's going to have to be Tyler Edwards just because the numbers are the best. And also, that's not a bad bonus of kind of increasing the reliability of the cars, decreasing the amount of, well, just over the course of the races of the season, decreasing the chance of there being a DNF. Azevedo's good for pit stops, but that's about it. Okay, I guess it's going to be Tyler Edwards. And we're going to go experimental. Because if I don't, I feel like I'm leaving stuff out there. So let's see what we get. We've built our team. Oh, wait, no, we won't see what we got just yet. We'll see what the other teams are doing. So anyone with a dot next to the name is a new addition to the team. So Morston's gone to LeBron because we still are under Nielsen. Makes sense. Johan Muller is there. Marcus Azevedo swapped there. Look at that. The Tyler Edwards was taken from Bancroft. Ian Fraser was taken from Chapman. Nielsen taken from LeBron. So we really did kind of poach from the other teams. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Azevedo goes from Knight. Morstan goes from Chapman. So they've got Bjorn Johansson from Vernier. Cilliers from Wayland. James Pope from free agent. Ralph Hamburger from free agent. Luana Lavera, same team. Jan Schaub, free agent. Donato Testa, free agent. Aaron Lloyd, free agent. So Wayland's kind of giving opportunities out. Vernier take Chandler DuPont, who was a free agent, and Joaquin Ferreira, again, free agent. So it's just free agents everywhere. It's like a really high turnaround of new people getting into the... Tyler Johnson there, look, free agent. Carlos Alvarez, free agent. Christoph Fischer goes from Chapman to Hemlock. Pope, engineer. Yotaro Yoshi goes from Pope to Hemlock. And Kanto is a free agent. Alexander Wagner, free agent. Angelo Diaz, free agent. April, 2 new drivers. And a brand new crew chief as well. Romano and DuPont stick around as the Pope team. Oliver Bennett, that was our guy. He goes to Pope. So our entire team... Oh, no, not our entire team, because nobody took Gabriel LaRousse. That's really interesting. Wow, so Azevedo got a job with LeBron, and then Oliver Bennett got a job with Pope, but no one wanted the boost. No one wanted the boost. Bit of an interesting one. Okay, now, I think it would be a pretty bad sign if we didn't go, oh, that's tough, because if we don't, we're not going to win every race. That would be tough. We want to get the race bonus. So I think this is the better option here for the race bonus of 6. 4th and above, we can definitely do that. We need to still be thinking kind of clearly. Although we want to win, and we are going to go for the win of a season bonus of getting 1 or above, we need to think clearly about getting money over the course of the season as well. Now, experimental car, what are we going to get? Oh, goodness, our steering is awful. 2590. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. No, not good. 2744 on the engine. Again, it's not great. The chassis banging. 3272. That's banging. That's great. but the steering. Oh, that is terrible. We've got to build a new steering part right away. There we go. What's it going to come out as? 27? 2750. Okay. Now I'm going to be perfectly fair here. This part is going to Nielsen. But neither driver is number 1 or number 2. They are both exactly even. Nielsen is in car number 1. When we build a new part next episode, it'll go to Bregman. And it will rotate just like that. Yeah? That's how it's going to work. Okay. My word. That's, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. The good thing is that we do have a lot of money. Yeah, we've got a lot of money. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend some of it. I'm going to spend 12 on upgrades. Specifically, reliability upgrades, really. So anything that's below 70 gets an upgrade. There we go. Which puts the... Yeah, okay. Puts the engine to 2751. 2766 on that upgrade, which was actually a double upgrade. And that's okay. So, Anders Nielsen's car is 2930. Bregman's car is 2871. So, going into this first race, we would expect Anders Nielsen to be the stronger driver. Also, it's going to be rainy, and he's good in the rain, which is cracking. Let's take a look at the calendar. What have we got? We've got a race in the Netherlands. Noordzee. In the rain. Then we go to the Circuit Ertz in Belgium. Again, in the rain. But it's bumpy. Then we go all the way down to Brazil for the Ondas Rolando, which is high altitude, or sorry, high elevation, engine performance down, chassis performance up. So we're definitely going to have to go engine before that race. Anti-clockwise, and again, it's in the wet. And again, we're in the wet for the Mutton Chop race, which is a mainstay, and it's wide, so there'll be overtaking. Then we go to the only race that is always on the calendar. Monaco. It's narrow, it's bumpy, it's all about qualifying. Then we go to the Schwarzwald Ring. Then we go to Retorcido in Spain. Then to Stretto, which is again another dangerous track. Then back down to South America for the Argentinian Grand Prix, which is great for Bregman, because he does well at his own races. And then to Isivanini in South Africa. So we've got 6 races in Europe. No, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Europe. They are split by the Brazilian Grand Prix. And then we end the season outside of Europe in Argentina and South Africa. Okay, let's begin, because it's almost 20 minutes into the video, and all we've done is chat. Which is fair, because it's the big reset, it's the big season opener. There is going to be a bit of time. So, Hemlock's Chief, party too hard. Are we starting on the Inters? Yes, I think we're going to have to do 1 lap on the Inters. Try and set a really good base. Oh, Nielsen, come on now. Yeah, that's not ideal. That is not ideal in the slightest. Our new driver going out, getting out on the town. Day 1. Come on now. It's the first frickin' session. Okay, he's in the zone. Never mind. Look, he's doing good stuff. He's setting in purple sector, but that is because we were one of the first cars to go out. And 124. Bregman goes 127. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. DuPont in... That's in... Is that in a Pope or is that in a... That's in a Pope, I think. Going second. That's freaking good. Okay, it's now firmly into the wet tire, unfortunately. And we're going to have to focus on engine and steering. There's no point even messing with the chassis. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and spend 1 to 1 where we can. So 1, a little engineering point. versus a minimum of 1 tuning point back to us. So this first one, we gained 3. So it's actually a spend 1, gain 3. So you've gained a net of 2. Here we go, a 2 and a 2. Gain 2, that's fine. Now we have a 2 and a 1. That's the best ratio. That's what we're going to go with. We gain 4 from it. Now we've got a 4 and a 5. We've got to take that straight away. A 2 and a 2. Boom. A 1 and a 1. A 1 and a 1. Now another question mark here. A 3 and a 1 with a bigger bonus of an 8. We'll go for it. And we'll only gain 2. Dang it. That wasn't it. Now a 0, which we gained 3 for it. 1 with the chance of getting 0, but we gained 3. Means 31 gained on that first tuning session of the season. And 30 is about the average. I would say it's about the average after having played this game through the seasons up to this point. It does seem like 30 is about where you're going to get. Let's see if we can do better on this one. 3 and a 4. Gain 6. 1 and a 1 or... Yeah, you know what? We'll do it. Yep, good. Just okay. Better. A risky one here of a 5 and a 3. Paid off because we got 10 from that. Another 3 and then just 1 more. And we got 31. So again, bang on average. If we take 30 as our average, to get 31 is fine. Absolutely fine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. And they're out again. They're on wet tires now. So of course, the likelihood of us putting in better lap times, it's going to go down. And that is, even with Bregman in the zone, maybe Bregman can go green. There we go. Bregman is going green. Nielsen's gone white. That's fine. He already put in an absolute storm error of a lap. Bregman goes second fastest. And in the... Oh, Wagner has crashed from 19th. Even early doors here, we're running 1 and 2, which is just absolutely brilliant. And now we will have a chance to improve these parts again. Okay, we've got a 2 and a 1 there. Going to go for it. It didn't really work. And I won't waste the point. Yeah, I don't think you get the point back. So we're going to spend it and just do a little bit of bonus to the engine. Not a lot at all, but just a little bit. And we'll still send Nielsen out anyway, even under the yellow flag. It doesn't matter. It's a relatively short lap, so you can kind of afford to do that. A 3 and a 4. A 3 and a 2. Or a 1 and a 1. Yeah, we'll take the 1 and the 1 just to make sure we don't waste any money. Any of our points. Oh, okay. 5 and a 1, 4 and a 2. But this has a better likelihood with a 2 and a 14, a 4 and a 2. And we gain 8. Brilliant. Okay, and that time we scored at 37 plus 4 is 41 plus 20 is 61. So again, we scored 30. Absolutely fine. No dramas at all. I'm not quite sure what we did with Nielsen, but it's really no bother. We're under yellow flag anyway, so it's just about trying to tune up the car and improve the car over the course of this session. Not really worrying about this particular lap. It's over time. And because no one is really going to improve from here on. We're going to be locking out the front row, whichever way you slice it, really. Now we just keep on tuning, doing what we're doing. So, 2 and a 2, boom. Good, again. And again. A risky one here. Not just yet. Okay, now a 1 and a 14 gives us 10. Brilliant. And a little boost to the engine just because we're not going to waste the point. And we'll wait until this whole crowd of cars goes by. And then we'll send them out. Oh, lovely. Look at that. 4 and a 5 straight away. And again. Nothing great here. We'll risk it. A 3 and a 1. Yeah, that worked. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to focus on trying to get the engine up as much as possible. So, well, there we go. That's done anyway. And dang, it's wasted 2 at the end there. Should have put them into the engine anyway. Okay, that was actually a good idea with Nielsen to hold back on sending him out. Because everyone should be... Then again, he's caught up to the pack, hasn't he? Which is not ideal. He's caught up to the pack, meaning if there was a chance of improving his time, it's now gone. Never mind, eh? Never mind. We're not really improving lap times anyway. We're going around, not much slower, but a little bit slower. Okay, what have we got here? We've got 5 and a 4. 4 and a 5 even. A 2 and a 2. A 5 and a 6. Boom. Okay, let's try and make sure we don't overclock it. There we go. Bang. Bang. Done. The engine is at 28.39, which is really, really good. A couple of points left to spend, but 2 wasted there. No. That's unfortunate. I'm going to send him out straight away because there's a big old gap where we currently are. Okay, there we go. That's good. As is that. And there we go. Perfect. I don't want to spend a 0. We're going to risk it on a 5 for 1. Gets us only 2. Bregman must think I'm losing my mind. Sometimes the risk is worth it. I guess on that one, it wasn't. But you can never know. We're still running 1 and 2, so it's not really like we're in dire straits right now. You know, we're looking really good to take a 1-2, lock out the front row at the start of the season, which would be a big statement, to be honest, if we could do it. Of course, we have to back it up when it comes to the race. Another risky one here, but that one pays off, and we are rewarded with a nice, not the best, but 65 out of 80. We will tune up the steering really nicely. Now all the cars are in, but it's a bit of an odd time now. Obviously, we try and put in as many laps as we can. Oh, that was a great one. As was that. That was perfect. Okay, now we're not going to waste points. Dang it. We kind of are, but not really. We've got the double golden tune. And now if we can tune the chassis, then great. We'll do that. It's, you know, it'd be a no-brainer not to. But the focus is the parts that are weaker. And that's what we've... that's exactly what we've done. Now, you can see that the lap times are actually... Yeah, we're not improving. We're 5 seconds or 4 seconds slower than we were. Even though Nielsen must have put in a lap that was really close to that first lap. Early doors. But now look at that. We're actually way slower now. The rain is relentless. And we are way, way, way slower than we were. That's risky. There we go. Done. Oh, nice. A little boost at the end there as well to the Nielsen chassis is great. That's super. That's perfect. Yeah. Really, really opportunistic as well. Okay, tuning up Bregman, and it's, well, yeah, it's just all about focusing on the engine now, because there's nothing else to be focused on. There we go, perfect, up to 34. So we may even get the chance, if we have a really, really good final tune, or maybe an extra tune on Bregman, we could, oh, send him out. We could even get, oh, this is going to be a breeze. I mean, you're not going to put in a better lap. There's just no way. There is just no way you're going to put in a better lap than that first lap. Okay, I went risky at the end there because there's no point not to. It's our last tune with Bregman. Try and get as much out of the engineering points as we possibly can. And now it's going to be our last tune with... Sorry, that was Nielsen. Not Bregman. Nielsen. Last tune. Okay. That was good. So was that. So was that even. Oh, okay. We got much closer than I thought we would. Really, really close. And we can't actually send Bregman out. But that's a perfect start. I mean, look at DuPont in third. That's I didn't expect that from the Vernier driver. And the Ezzolinis are further down. We've got a LeBron down in 7th. Chapman's are where you expect them to be, but one of the Waylands is all the way down there. Well done, Chandler DuPont. Out of nowhere, just putting in an absolute ace of a lap time. Okay, it's not going to be the wets to start. It's going to be the inters to start. We are going to give it a push, and we're going to tell them to race. So Kanto, the Hemlock crew chief, has been partying. Bregman, okay, party animals. What is going on? Why have we got two party animals here? It's going to be a start. We got the two night drivers at the front of the Grand Prix. They start 1 and 2, and already Bregman having a bad start, down to 7th position. Nielsen is going to try and run away from the pack, but of course, everyone is going to be pushing at the start here. DuPont is actually not a bad blocker car to have behind us early doors, because you would expect a team that is, tends to be competing a little bit further back. You would expect them to, well, be a bit slower and therefore block the other cars, the faster cars. If it's difficult to make overtakes, that is what could potentially happen. Now, Bregman running in 5th has got a little bit of a point to prove now. We were 1 and 2 after qualifying. Bregman is kind of getting shown up by the new guy, the new kid on the block, Anders Nielsen, who we saw. He did win a race last season. I'm fairly certain of it. I think the Ezzolini drivers both won 3. Bregman won 3. And that leaves 1, which I think had to be Anders Nielsen. I can't think of any other driver who, unless Maldonado beat Nielsen at like a race where the LeBrons were particularly strong. I don't really know, but I just can't remember, to be honest. But as things start here, Bregman, you've got a point to prove. You've got to try and catch up to the 3 cars ahead of you. And then, well, after that start, I'm thinking Nielsen has got to be the priority in this particular race, because he's showing a really, really good start to this to the race. He's out there doing the business. But Bregman, it's not been a good start, and has actually gone back another position and is under threat from Holgersen now as well. So this is, Bregman, you've got to do something about this. Bregman cannot focus as things stand. And DuPont is still running in 2nd. What kind of car have the Vernier team put together? Bregman's in the zone and is going to get a push. 6th position, chasing down Luana Lovera. Is that gap coming down? It's 4.6 as things stand. 3.8, so it is coming down. Let's let him relax, but we're going to keep him burning for a little bit, because I do want to see if he can get that position back and start working towards the oh no, that's the wrong one. Nielsen, you can have a push as well. Try and build that gap. It's at 9.9. Push it up to 10, push it beyond. Calm it down then. 12-second gap. Nielsen is running more or less the exact race we're after. Bregman trying to recover. And of course, I'm burning him at the minute. He's burning, but he can't overtake Luana Lovera. Now, Cilliers has gone in. Other cars have also gone in, but those are Hemlocks at the back. Nielsen's in the zone. Let's give him a burn. Slow pit stop for Jack DuPont. That's not good. Oh, that's very not good. Okay, let's slow the game down a second now. It looks like the other cars are all going in, so it's time for us to do the same with Anders Nielsen and with George Bregman, who is running in 3rd right now because other cars are pitted, of course. But yeah, like I said, I don't really want to be treating either of these cars as low. Oh my word. Oh no, I was going to say Holgersen's got Bregman, but it's because Holgersen has yet to pit. So we're not actually worried about that just yet. I don't think I want to push the drivers in the rain. Nielsen, maybe, if he does come under threat, but he's currently running 20 seconds clear, so he's not really under threat right now. It looks like it's going to be a full wet race from here to the end, which means the strategy is a little bit simplified. For the most part, you're not really changing your tires. You are changing tires, but you're not changing compound of tire. You're just stuck on the wet from now to the end, which means that 20-second gap, he can just keep going. He can just keep going. In fact, that's almost a pit stop gap already. Whereas Bregman, I need something for you. We might have to push him. We're definitely going to burn him. We're going to let him push this lap, just this lap, and try and get Johansson In the zone again, so it'll be one more lap. Can't get past Johansson, but give it a go. Nielsen's gap is up to 22. I'm going to give him a burn and see if he can push that to about 25. And this is while Bregman is again just not having a great race. Of course, we know why. We do know why. It's not like it's out of nowhere. And that gap has made 25 seconds, which is good. Nielsen's going to calm down and just keep lapping cars. That's all he's doing at the moment. Just lapping cars left and right. We are at the front and we deserve to be there. We've put in a good qualification session. We've got one of the fastest drivers, Anders Nielsen, who looks to be doing really, really good stuff. And there is even like a part of me that says we don't need to burn Nielsen so much. Kind of save the engine, because as the parts kind of, wear down over the course of the season, we don't want to have to be repairing more. And if we are out of the front, like Nielsen is currently doing, 26 seconds ahead of the pack, yeah, why would you risk it? Why would you play silly when you can play safe and just take a really, really good win, a really strong, dominant win? That's what we're after. So our focus is going to be Bregman. Can we get him higher up the standings? Oh, it's going to, yeah, look at that. It's going to be a wet race all the way to the end. Bregman's in the zone. I'm going to have to tell him to push. Cut that gap to Johansson. DuPont is back in second, even with a slow pit stop. So DuPont is maybe just a unexpected, factor, an unexpected variable thrown into the race. He's down in fourth right now, but again, that's because he's made 2 pit stops. Morstan now running in third for LeBron. Nielsen is 39 seconds ahead. Of course, some have pitted. We need to pit in a minute as well. Not just yet. We're going to take these tires as long as we can, really. Bregman running in 6th right now with Lovera just behind. And Holgerson as well. Oh, make that 5th. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Maybe some of those... There is a chance that some of those cars who are already at 2 pit stops... there is a chance that they will have to make 3, where we're only going to make 2. I don't know. Just depends how long we can take these tires. We are definitely holding up the pack. It's not really helping Bregman's case, but I guess it is a bit. Oh, that's rough. Morstan crashes out from 3rd position in the LeBron. And just like that, Nielsen's gap is wiped. That's incredibly unfortunate for Anders Nielsen in his debut race for us. So we're on the wet tire. Of course we are. We can do a full repair and we're going to tell him to push. Of course we are. But that is really unfortunate. He was dominating the race. He was out in front, just completely alone. Now we're going to have to prepare to tell him to push immediately. Sorry, burn immediately. There we go. He's burning. Bregman in 5th. Let's watch Nielsen on this start here. Yeah, it looks like he's doing all right. It looks like he's held off the first corner. Bregman is back into 5th, and the red flag is actually good for Bregman's race. It's not good for Nielsen's race, although he has opened that gap already to 4 seconds, which is just kind of bonkers. We can't tell him to full burn just yet. We're going to have to calm down Bregman as well. If there is another yellow flag, maybe they can burn to the end, but not just yet. Oh, Bregman's lost another position. Okay, Nielsen, I'm going to let him complete another lap. And then I think he will be able to just burn all the way to the end. Obviously, there is still the idea of, we don't need to push him all the way like that. But he's lost his gap. So we might have to just to try and make sure of the win. So if I tell him to burn, he has enough fuel to do just that. Bregman, however, doesn't. So I'm going to play it safe. It's not great for the car, really. But I'm going to tell Nielsen to burn from... I've already told him. He's going to burn from now to the end. We're going to make sure we get this win. The gap is at 20 seconds. And he doesn't need to pit. So I guess we could keep it calm. Bregman is running in fourth. Has closed the gap all the way to DuPont. Of course, the red flag really does help Bregman's race. It has salvaged Bregman's race. The gap is at 23.5 seconds for Nielsen. I'm going to calm him down. I've actually changed my mind already. I'm going to calm him down. I don't need to burn him all the way. If the gap gets down to 10 seconds, he'll burn again. But at the moment, he does not need to. Can we burn Bregman all the way to the end? Not yet. There's a yellow flag, so we probably will. And that's Paul Woods. Oh, Bregman's in third. There's a lot of dice rolling exactly for George Bregman. The only of like at the moment. And I mean, DuPont in the Vernier up in second is just incredible. I love to see that. But the other side of it is I want Bregman to get him. And I want us to have the 1-2 that I don't think we deserve, really. Bregman has not had a good race. But the dice are falling. The cards are rolling, whatever. Everything is going in his favor. And if he can take advantage of that, there's another one. So both LeBrons are gone. It's absolutely crazy. And Bregman is only 3 seconds off DuPont. Burning all the way to the end. Nielsen's out in front, just living his life. Just absolutely calm as you like it. And 3 rivals are not going to finish this race. All we need now is Holgersen to finish outside of the points. And we are literally taking maximum points. And our rivals are getting none. Okay, the gap between Bregman and DuPont is actually coming down. It's 2.7, 2.2, 1.7. It's coming down rapidly because we can burn all the way to the end. I do expect DuPont to be able to as well. We just need Bregman to focus up to get himself a really good lap time, and then we'll push. Nielsen is out in front absolutely on his own, just doing his thing. No worries about it at all. Anders Nielsen, I've got to tip the cap, really. It's one heck of a race. There we go. Bregman burning and pushing. We're going for the 1-2. Johansson's crashed. That's another car at the front. What is going on? It's going to be a double points finish for teams that don't really get that. Bancroft, for example. I don't think have they ever? I don't even know. Bregman's got a puncture. Oh, no. Wait, it's under yellow flag. That's why we're not losing time. He's going to come out in fourth. Yellow flag. Oh, could we have kept him out there even with a puncture? No, because we would have lost time on the last lap, which is coming up now. We would have lost time. He would have gone backwards at a rate of knots. Push now. Try and get third back. I said everything was falling Bregman's way. I was incorrect because he gets himself a puncture right at the end. But here we go. Bregman, you've got a couple of corners left to try and take third position. Can he get himself on the podium? No, he cannot. What a podium that is. Oh my word. It's the first race. Morstan in a fatal crash. Oh my word. We've taken, I've just received the Grand Chelem achievement. Incredible. For Nielsen taking pole, leading every lap, taking the win. 38 points. We are top of the pile. We take the bonuses. Bregman's in 4th. But look at that from Vernier and a Wayland back on the podium. It's crazy. And Laframboise is now in. Is there going to be a red flag? Probably, so we'll do a repair one. My word, this is absolutely bonkers. So Laframboise is now the LeBron driver, but Laframboise is not, I don't think, an outrageously strong driver. I don't know. That was one weird race. Well done to Vernier. Second in the race with Chandler DuPont. David Edwards only managing a 12th, so no extra points, but third in the championship as things stand. This is a crazy start to the season. It's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, no idea. No idea where it goes from here. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. It's Season 7, Episode 1. Leave your comments for the press conference for Episode 2. I will pick out 3 questions to answer. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time.